After a great start in the Australian Grand Prix in the last race, it's time for the Chinese Grand Prix of Season 2 of F1 2019 Career Mode, arguably our best track when it came to last season. Surprisingly, we were competing for a podium in Season 1 of last season because it was raining. This was all before patch 1.05. The AI were absolutely terrible in the rain last year. As you can see, we're starting to get those minor upgrades now when it comes to the chassis as well. We're starting to go in a bit of a circular formation when it comes to the upgrades. I'm going to think about doing the ERS cooling minor upgrade for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix next episode. We need the engine power, and plus with the ERS being so critical in F1 2019, I think that upgrade will do us wonders. I think these upgrades will lead to the main engine upgrade. That will come sometime in the next episodes. As you can see, with the engine units, we're all good so far, and we've scored points. So let's continue that with the Chinese Grand Prix.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position with Lucas Weber alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Norris, Kimi Raikkonen and Magnussen, Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez and Pierre Gasly, Thomas, Sainz, Devon Butler and Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Russell, Alexander Albon and Lewis Hamilton. They've taken a grid penalty. Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid.
So already drivers are starting to get grid penalties. Lewis Hamilton, surprisingly, has a grid penalty. I think that's for an engine change. Obviously, the strategy of one stop from the softs to, well, not the softs, the mediums to the hard tyres. I'm starting to get a better understanding of the setup, so here's the setup right now. As you can see with the brakes, minimum tyre pressures, not minimum, but just one up on them. We're actually starting in P11 for today's race. Originally it was P13. That's pretty much been the best qualifying of the entire season so far. But obviously with those grid penalties to Lewis Hamilton and to others, we have qualified just outside the top 10, and we're on the medium tyres. So we can actually score decent points in today's race, like we did last season. I can't wait for this race. Let's see what we can do, and if we can get past the Red Bulls, maybe even the racing points, that'd be good. Lights out and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. That's another decent start. But look at Pierre Gasly. What a rocket launch he's had. Carlos Sainz, smooth operator, into turn 1. Trying to go around the outside of the McLaren Renault. Let's see what happens there. Who's that? That's Daniel Ricciardo, I think. No, Devon Butler. Around the outside I go, onto Carlos Sainz, in towards the snail section of turn 2. I've got a great traction there on the exit. Nearly spin out there on the exit of 2. In towards the kink of 3. Let's see if I can overtake Pierre Gasly. Does he leave the room? The room's not there anymore. But it's P11. We could have been overtaken there by Carlos Sainz, but that's a decent start. Let's see if we can try and overtake Gasly in the Red Bull. Look at this fight between Gasly, Verstappen, and I think that is Perez. In the racing point, Verstappen goes around the outside. Let's see if we can do a free overtake here, slipstream on both Red Bulls. In towards the main hairpin, Perez in the Renault, down the inside, bit of a lock up there, and that's a triple overtake. What a start for us in this Chinese Grand Prix. P8. That was a great start by us there. Triple overtake on Verstappen, on Perez as well, and Gasly. What a start. Anyway, we're in P9 so far, lap 4, and looks like our pace is decent compared to everyone else's. Lap 6, don't want to get in the curb too much. A lot of people already starting to pit, and where's this going to put us? We're going to be in P4. Vettel has pitted, and we're in 4th position, so our pace is looking good so far if we want to get some points on the board. Obviously we haven't pitted yet, but pace is looking good. Around the long right-hander. We've been in the lead for a bit of a long time now. We're just waiting for our lap window to pit. Gasly can't overtake us for some reason. Our engine power seems to be really good, especially with the downforce. Just the wings. Let's see if he can overtake on the inside. He does. Traction wise, I just get better traction in them all day. I went a little bit wide there. Science has got away more than what I'd like to. Here comes Gasly. Come on, defend. I think Gasly might have us. There's a yellow flag there. I don't think I can overtake. Who's that for? Oh, and there's another safety car. Another safety car. I'm gonna have to give up that position to Pierre Gasly. Or do I? Yeah, he's ahead of me. Who's the cause of it? Yeah, look at that, Sebastian Vettel. Is it Vettel or Leclerc? It's Vettel, I think, because of the helmet. And that's in the Ferrari. That's a rare DNF for the Ferrari boys. Right, into the pit stops. We're in third place, so chances are we could actually be in the top 8. In P5 right now, P6. Let's see, everyone's making the pit stops. Our boys are perfect when it comes to the pit teams. Let's go. 1.8 second stop, and we are ahead of Butler. We didn't get the jump on Sainz, but we are, where are we in? P13. Okay, P13. Not the position I would have liked to be in after the safety car, but we can work on this until the end. Safety car is coming in this lap. I've got Devin Butler behind me and Carlos Sainz in the McLaren Renault ahead of me. I think there's some other drivers that haven't pitted yet. Let's see if I can just gain a cheeky advantage. Yellow flags, I can't overtake there, but Sainz has got the better traction, and he's going to be ahead here. Yep, he is. Nothing I can do, but P13, still plenty to race for, so let's do this. Over down the inside of Sainz. Yes, I can. Down the inside of Carlos Sainz. That's a very late move. P12. P12 so far in the Williams. That was a great overtake. Great overtake on Sainz. Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari goes down the inside. I'm going to try and do the switchback, slightly cut the corner there. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Bit of contact with Charles Leclerc. And he spun. Oh, got no damage to my front wing though, but Charles Leclerc has spun. Tried to do the switchback, but I don't think that worked, but he spun. Been a very consistent race as Lucas Faber in the Alfa Romeo wins the Chinese Grand Prix in Season 2. Let's see if I can hold off Hülkenberg in the Renault, I think. No, it's the Haas, excuse me, not the Renault. In towards the final corner. It looks like we're going to do it. We're going to hold off Nico Hülkenberg for P6 in the Chinese Grand Prix. That is a great result for us, and that will give us a lot of momentum heading in towards Baku in the next race.
So here they come now, out onto the podium. It's thrilling.
So look at that. It's a Mercedes 2-3. Mercedes haven't really been performing this well this season, but it is Lucas Faber, I believe, with his first victory of the season. And the Alfa Romeo boys are doing wonders in this career mode. There's still a little bit, difficult about which is the team to beat. Obviously Ferrari. They gained massively in the off season. Alfa Romeo have made gains as well, but Lucas Faber, he looks like the man to beat right now in Season 2. But we've got points on the board. 6th place for us. Max Verstappen, Perez in 4th. We are now 10th in the Drivers' Championship. 14 points, just one behind Carlos Sainz in the McLaren Renault. Leclerc still leads, but it's all to play for in the Drivers' Championship. And yeah, Daniel Ricciardo 9th, and Butler getting 10th place. And that is that for the Chinese Grand Prix. For today's video, if you did enjoy the race, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for Season 2 of the F1 2019 career mode. Constructor standings, we are 7th in the Constructors. We're still with Baku and everything still to race for in the season. My name's been TomGorian, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.